In Britain, we drive on the left. The British are not the only country in the world to drive on the left. The others include Australia, New Zealand and other Pacific Island territories, several countries in Southeast Africa, India, Bangladesh, Pakistan, Singapore and Japan in Asia, Guyana and Suriname in South America, and most of the island nations in the Caribbean. We are not even the only country in Europe to drive on the left. The Republic of Ireland, Cyprus and Malta also drive on the left. And Sweden also formerly drove on the left until one chaotic day in September 1967 when they decided to switch to driving on the right. A total of 76 countries, or 34% of the world's population, drive on the left. The rest of the world, including USA, China, Russia, Canada, the rest of Africa, South America and Europe, all drive on the right. The only exception to all of this is Switzerland, who of course drive in the middle. And of course it's difficult for the Swiss to drive anywhere at all when their car is permanently stuck in neutral. Anyway, in Britain there is one road where it is illegal to drive on the left, and all vehicles must drive on the right. The road can be found right here in London, and I thought I'd make an excellent video for this channel. However, the real reason for me making this video is that I thought of a fantastic title and I didn't want it to go to waste. So, this is Strand Left Auto, or Where London Drives on the Right. Enjoy. This is the Savoy, and this is the road that leads to the entrance of the Savoy called Savoy Court. You can find it just off the Strand at the eastern end, just before you get to the Aldwych. If you stand here at the entrance to Savoy Court for a short period of time, you will see vehicles, usually black cabs, pulling in to drive down the road on the right hand side, anti-clockwise round the roundabout at the end, dropping off their passengers and then back up the left hand side, crossing over the traffic to return back out to the Strand to look for another fare. The origins of this unusual rule is for cab drivers who would be sitting on the right hand side of their carriage to be able to reach around and open the door for their passengers to get out on the pavement side without having to get out of the cab themselves. Black cabs used to have a type of door known as a suicide door, where the hinge is away from the front of the car and the handle is easier to reach. They were known as suicide doors as they were perceived as being less safe than front hinge doors, especially as seatbelts were not in common usage. The original idea for drivers of carriages to sit on the right hand side would be for self-defence from highwaymen. Your sword in its scabbard would be on your left hand side, as most people are right handed, and you could draw your sword and have it in your right hand ready to fight if necessary. The Savoy has maintained this rule from driving on the right by virtue of it being a private road, and therefore not subject to any rules or regulations from the government or Transport for London. It has seen no reason to change and seems to enjoy its unique situation. The doormen are very happy to chat with you, and the one I spoke to says he gets asked about it 2 or 3 times a day. Interestingly, there is one place in the United States where the cars drive on the left. The US Virgin Islands, a United States territory, all the cars drive on the left, and the reason for this is due to donkeys. Before cars were introduced to the island, donkeys were the main mode of transport, and they were trained to pass each other on their left-hand side. The locals felt that it would cause too many problems to try to retrain the donkeys, so kept things as they were. So even though all the cars have left-hand drive, as they're all imported from the USA, they all also drive on the left. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe and check out the other videos on the Offbeat London channel.